Welcome back. In this training video, we'll learn how to create schedule event types. Then we'll add the event to the scheduler, and we'll look at the Browse Schedule form and view the events in a single grid. So let's get started. To effectively use a scheduler, users need almost no training. But to set up the scheduler so that it's easy to use for everyone takes a little deeper understanding of the scheduler's dependencies. So let's take a moment to discuss the process before we look at the forms. In order to be able to assign an event to the schedule, users need to understand how the event types are managed. A schedule event type is similar to a category, which typically aligns with a department or cross-functional group who would need to have mutual visibility to the events. Users with the setup security role can create and edit these top-level event types, and once created, any user can select the event type they need to create an event on the schedule. However, the user will only be able to select the event type that their security role permits them to use. This also means that the others won't be able to see any other departments or cross-functional groups' schedule unless their security role allows it. This helps users see only information that's relevant to their needs and takes the noise out of their own personal schedule. Now that we've taken a look at the process, let's look at the Schedule Event Types form. The form can be found in the System main menu, then in the Setup submenu, which displays the Schedule Event Types menu icon in the functional menu. The form can also be accessed by typing SET into the menu code area on the FOURA navigator. The Schedule Event Types form is like other grids in FOURA, consisting of a header with a main menu, a toolbar, and a quick filter. In the body of the form is the entry controls and role assignment grids. The status bar at the bottom displays the record selector, filter status, and notifications. Let's take a look at a couple existing schedule event types that we've set up for our fictitious Office Station demo, so that we can better understand how these might be used. The common event type is blue, which can be viewed and edited by all users. So this means any scheduled event that uses the common event type will show up in blue on everyone's schedule. This also means anyone in the company can create a common event. Businesses will use the common event type to highlight company events and general reminders. The finance event type is gold, and it can be viewed by users with the Accounting and Financial Read security role, but only edited by users with the Accounting security role itself. This would allow the business managers across the company who have the Financial Read security role to view the scheduled accounting events, but only allow those with the Accounting security role to create and edit them. So as you can see, schedule event types need to be set up with a purpose, and have an understanding of who the target audience is and what their needs are. Now let's set up a new scheduled event type for holidays. So the first thing we need to do is to select the plus button in the main menu. This brings up a blank Schedule Events type form, which has two required fields that need to be populated before the new scheduled event can be saved. The next thing we need to do is assign the new event type code, a name, and now we'll select a new color. Let's say pink. And since we want everyone in the business to be able to view this, we'll select the user's security role and then select Read. And because Office Station HR personnel manage the holiday schedule and timesheets, we'll add the Employee Editor security role with edit rights. This setup profile allows everyone in the business to view all of the holiday events, but only folks in HR to edit them. Now let's take a look at the scheduler form itself. The Schedule menu icon can be found in each main menu and in two places in the Accounting and Finance submenu. So we'll just use the one located in the Accounting and Finance main menu, then in the General Ledger submenu, which displays the Schedule menu icon in the functional menu. The form can also be accessed by typing SCH in the menu code area of the FOURA navigator. The scheduler form is intuitive. The header section displays the name of the company that the user is logged into, and to the right is a refresh button in case you've had the schedule open for an extended period of time and want to make sure that you're viewing updated information. In the body of the form is a schedule. The current day is highlighted, and to the right of the schedule is a vertical scroll bar. To the right of the vertical scroll bar are some controls that help us navigate the scheduler. At the top is a calendar that will allow us to move through the months. We can use the left and right arrows next to the month's name, or left-click and hold the month period name down itself and move the cursor vertically to the desired month. And if you need to get back to today's schedule, all you need to do is select the Today button. Below the Today button is the event types. These are the schedule event types that we defined and customized by the business. For our test scenario here, you can see that Office Station has 9 event types, including the new one for holidays. Users can select or deselect the event types to limit what they see on their view of the scheduler. Adding an event is easy. To do so, Simply hover your mouse over the desired period on the schedule and select the Click to Add Event button. This will bring up the Schedule Event form where the user selects the event type that is available to them based on their permissions. Now we'll enter a subject and a title, enter a location if it's useful, select the start date and time, select the end date and time. If it's an all-day event, we can select that checkbox. Now we can enter a description. Then we can select if the event is private or not and select the Update button. And now you can see the event is on the business schedule. To view scheduler details, simply select the item that you want to view and double-click the event. Those assigned with edit permissions could modify this event and select the Update button. To delete an event, simply select the item that you want to view and select the Delete button on the keyboard and it's gone. And as a reminder, only those assigned with edit permissions can delete an event. Before we go, let's take a look at the Browse Schedule form. The Browse Schedule menu icon can be found in the Accounting and Finance main menu, then in the General Ledger submenu, which displays the Browse Scheduler menu icon in the functional menu. The form can also be accessed by typing BSC into the menu code area of the FOURA Navigator. This form functions like a typical browse form. At the top there's a header that has a main menu, as well as a quick filter and a filter bar. The body of the form is a standard grid that allows users to view the summary details. The purpose of this form is to display all of the scheduled items that the user is able to view based on their permissions and the schedule event type setup. This keeps the noise down for each user by bringing only relevant information to the forefront based on the individual need. As the user browses the form, they can see all the relevant information that they need, or drill into it to get additional details through the ID field. To learn more about Browse Form functionality, please see the Browse Form and Column Chooser topics in FOURA's help file. Well, that wraps up this tutorial. Please be sure to check out additional tutorials to learn more about FOURA's powerful features, processes, and tips. Thanks for watching.